Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. This is the intermediate tutorial for Gravity by John Mayer, one of my favourite songs of all time. Not a song designed for the ukulele, so my opinion is this song is best enjoyed, and certainly this arrangement is best enjoyed low G to really help you capture the full octave range of the song. Especially if you're singing along, it's much easier to sing with the low G. And there's only really three core parts to this song that we need to look at. The first bit being the intro slash verse slash outro. That's one part that does very much the same thing with some kind of spicy noodling on the chords in the middle. So we're going to look first at that intro. So the intro goes from the 2nd to the 4th fret on the C. So we're going to play that G chord first. Sorry, I should explain better. So you've got your G chord. You make sure your little finger is free, and you're going to go from the 2nd fret to the 4th on the C string, play the E string on that 3rd fret, and then play the 2nd fret on the A string. So, and then play the open G chord. I actually do a little hammer on just to give it a bit more flavour. And that hammer on is with that middle finger on the A string. Okay, and then we follow that up with the 2nd to the 4th and back to the C, preferably a hammer on. And then we move this finger to that 2nd fret on the G string, and we do a double hammer on of the 2nd to the 4th fret. It's hard because that last strum you have to quickly move your first finger back to the 2nd fret and play the completed chord, which is the G chord with the added B note. It's a pretty tough one to master, but once you get there, and then we go 2, 4, so we do the first part of that riff again, and then a very easy C major 7, and then we take our finger off to do a C6. So there's one strum on the C major 7, 2 strums on the C6. And then we do a very strange chord, which is effectively a B minor chord without kind of the full bar. So we're using I recommend using your 1st and 3rd finger, so 1st and 4th finger, your ring finger, to make a 4th fret on the G string, 2nd fret on the C string, and then just slide that chord down to A minor. So we're sliding a B minor chord down to an A minor chord. And that's optional, but that's the best way that I can mirror the guitar parts that John Mayer originally plays. And you're effectively doing a call and response on the C major 7th down to the C6 as well. Okay, so we do that twice. I'm going to do it very slowly. I don't do the call and response on the 2nd run through before the vocal comes in. And then it's very simple from here. We just gravity, stay on the G. It's working. I sometimes try and mirror the melody that I'm singing with the chords, so you can play around with the bits that I've just taught you. So gravity is working against me. Same 2 chords as the intro. Gravity, it longs to bring me down. And then that chorus part is A minor with an added C note. Now I prefer to do it with my little finger on the 3rd fret because I know that the next chord is going to be largely similar. We're going to play the A minor with the C. You never know what makes us match with. And then we're going to play a D7 chord. Now you may be familiar with the simple D7, which is 2 open, 2 open. And we're going to add that C note to make it a variation of D7. Then we'll move over to the B flat, and I like to do a hammer on the A, on and on, and then a G minor 7, and the variation of G minor 7 we're going to play is basically B flat without the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the G string. And then move on to a D7. And you can choose which D7 you do there. I'm not going to mark you down for for picking the wrong one. They all sound good. Now I'm hoping that we've got all the components we need there for you guys to learn the song. Once again, the tabs for these parts that you're seeing appear on the screen will be presented on the Patreon channel to keep. That's patreon.com/Ukes of Alex. But you know, hopefully some of you will get it without that. So let's run through the tune one more time. So we've got gravity is working against me. Gravity, it longs to bring me down. And then we'll try that chorus. A minor with a C. And then the variation of D7, and then B flat, it's B flat, no, G minor 7, D7. And that's the core of the song, but the tricky bit that we're going to teach you now at the end is the solo arrangement that I've done. Now I can't claim that I play this every time I ever perform the song, but sometimes if I'm trying to kill a bit of time, if I'm playing in a restaurant, I might do a little bit of this kind of improv. This is not an exact copy of John Mayer's solo by any stretch, but it does have that kind of flavour and flow, but in a kind of ukulele way. So So we're going to go up to, this is around that G chord. So the solo is based around the G chord. We've got this bar chord G here. I'm going to go. Okay, now if you're wondering what that was, what we played was, I'm just going to move closer to the smaller camera here so you can see. So 5, 7, hammer on. So we're playing on the E string up to the A. 5, 7, and then on the A string, 5, 7, 5 on the E string, and then we're going to play this chromatic chord progression. Okay, I'm jumping ahead. So we've got G, G major 7, G7. And that's keeping that shape of open G, 7, 7, 5. Bit of a tune. And this will take some getting used to, but you can get there, folks. I believe in you. So open 7, 7, 5, open 6, 7, 5, open 5, 7, 5. And then we'll go to the second part of the riff, which is E string, 5 to 7. And then move your finger down to get that 7th fret on the A string. And then 5, 7. And then we're going to play a bar chord C. And we're going to hammer on with our little finger on the 5th fret of the E string. And then hammer off. Let's run that bit again. Do that 2 times before moving on to the slightly more difficult one to get right if you're at the level I'm at, which is a kind of intermediate level myself. So you have the 10th to the 12th fret on the E. Just practice doing that with your first and second finger, because you do need a bit of finger strength if you've got quite a high action like I. And then we're then doing the 14th fret on the A string, and then the 12th fret. So we're just doing 10 to 12 on the E, and then 14th on the A, 10 to 12 on the E, then 12th on the A, and then we do it very fast. Even I don't get it right every time, sorry folks. So 10 to 12, 14, 10 to 12, 12. And then you can do it up here. I don't think the ukulele really sings its best when you do that, so I move the whole thing down to the lower octave to play the C major 7th, but slide that note that you're fretting on the 2nd fret of the A string up a semitone and then back down, and then we go 3rd fret on the E string, 4th fret on the C string, 2nd fret on the C string, 4th fret on the G string, 2nd fret on the G string, and then we slide back up to the 4th, 2nd fret on the C, and then we end with an A minor chord there, so the 2nd fret on the G string. Now that's a really hard thing for me to explain. I'm doing my best with it, but it's probably best to follow the tab that's on the screen there to get the best of it. And as I say, that's available on the Patreon, or you could always screenshot YouTube. I'm really not that precious. I just want people to be able to learn the song if they want to. And then we go straight into that final chorus, which was the A minor C to D7, etc., etc. Then the outro of the song is just G and C, C major 7th. Keep me where the light is. Keep me where the light is. Now, go back, listen to the original, come back to this, learn it again, folks. And there you have it. Hey presto, Gravity by John Mayer, played on low G tenor ukulele. I'd love to hear your versions of this. If you master it, please do tag me on social media if you upload a version of it, or just get in contact. You can email me at ukeswithalex@gmail.com. But otherwise, folks, good luck with your learning. I'll be back very, very soon with another lesson. Have a great day.